Alrighty. That's been a bit. So, let's double check stuff real quick. It's been a while since I've actually recorded over here. Do probably things not exactly up to stuff as a word over here. Recordings tend to usually be all over the place. All over the place over here, but yeah. Never really the focuses as before over here. That ain't my point. What's the point is the little description for these. Net free, that stuff. Ever since the beginning, the United States has been a democratic nation. One in theory, everyone can pilot their own destiny, choose their own government, not ruled over or directed by tyrants. While these ideas may not be achievable for everyone, we have a main idea for the population of the United States, one that inspires faith in the country. Indeed. You gotta have some sort of guidance, anyway. Since 1930, unsanitary agricultural practices have caused an economic disaster in the central southwestern United States. Severe droughts and sod busting in arid prairie lands have resulted in massive dust storms sweeping across Oklahoma, Kansas, and northwest Texas. Making farming nearly impossible abroad towards the plain states. This forced many reliance on farming industry due to poverty or free social work. Without government aid, the student unlikely to boot anytime soon. Depression. Yeah, a whole lot of bad stuff we got going on over here. A whole lot of bad shit. The U.S. has been struggling with economic troubles since 1931. The stock market crash and the 1904 banking crisis destroyed the nation's recovery, which began early in Mellon's administration. Massive unemployment throughout the country, investors apparently terrified. The economy is struggling to recover. All the while, the alien President Andrew Mellon refused to intervene, which most have come to believe is only leading to further deterioration. Slash. Anyways. Yeah. A lot of shitty good shit over here. Finally, threats to the U.S. Army has entered pure deterioration stagnation. The U.S. has intervened only small horses in Nicaragua, and the Army has been pursuing steady less funding each annual budget. Congress has yearly appropriated half of the budget the General Staff requested. Impoverished funds, the Army has dwindled to scale relation. Rapid change must be implemented. The United States was successful in the war against a credible adversarial state. Indeed. I had to shit up when we gotta fix our shit. With the chaos of the Great Depression, economic opportunity, prohibition, and organized crime has boomed, taking advantage of the population desperate for both jobs and liquor. Organized crime is prevalent around the country, while the government has some fighting against this and has led to some success in recent years. More economies were strong dominant states, indeed. The prohibition. Since the passage of the 18th Amendment, alcohol has been illegal in the United States. The government has been generally unsuccessful in enforcing the ban. Organized crime has grown massively to exploit black market opportunity. The government alcohol has repealed the 18th Amendment over to enforce it. Yeah, especially this whole thing over there. Yeah. My stability war sports for unlimited drift defense. Very much still abandoned as a king have to, be fucking united. At least on the worldwide stuff. I think I'm gonna trade. I should hit the shit on the way. They cast up and run it. Now we should take all our troops and we should put them where they needed. We also got the Panama Commando level. That's not something that we can really do much about. Yeah, we're gonna be in a massive deficit of guns and equipment. Look at that shit. Yeah, we're gonna be at this for several years over there, so we can fix the situation. Time to get some civvies up and running. If you want to be Yang, I got some aid, but it's not gonna really do much for them because I've never seen them win. I know it is possible. They've just talked about it before, but I've never seen them win. I haven't traded whenever I played Japan. Just in my saying. Yeah, so sorry if I sound tired over here though. I've had trouble sleeping lately, so I do apologize for these. I'm not sounding great. Hopefully, things better. That means to be giant. 2036, the United States of America comes from a lot of morose year, New Year's Eve celebration. I mean, just because it's like the sort of starting one. The New Year has brought a little to celebrate. One only needs to look around to see why. In the grip of staggering economic depression since 1929, the sleeping giant of the Western Hemisphere stirs lethargically. The problem facing the nation from Titanic unemployment and widespread bank failures and agricultural despotism intensify the face of continued government action. President Andrew Miller has remained steadfast and convicted that the liquidation of much of the economy producing a more accommodating entrepreneurial spirit. This is ultimately viewpoint out that there are two enough believers put them in office or divide opposition. They can be tasked for wave new bank failures brought about by a toad and cold take reputation in their country's depth over 2 years. Now it seems outright foolhardy of much of the nation. Miller views shanty towns formed by dispossessed continue blooming across the country. Local beliefs efforts to employ people in public works falter due to falling tax revenue. In order such charities and soup kitchens have made do with less for too long. Millions from the U.S. choosing what work they can find from being increasingly paranoid about investing in the chaotic world. We will see now if America will escape the crisis. Yeah, the presidential election approaching, at least some change in our margin. They need to be a dramatic one. Opposite the government, Republicans, the aftermath of the collapse of the Democratic parties opened the field of a number of ideologies and candidates. Technocrats continue to experiment scientifically match society, not only ones in America joining inspirations from French model. Even workers' movements is a jealous progressive party like what's never been more popular, and in the backroom of the offices of the Republican Party itself. Party brass debate stabbing their president in the back to put anybody else in the driver's seat to steer them to victory. Political establishment salvages the machine will not to the parkour shit in the American way. Edward Beast is ours came around last love towards Washington. Indeed. Let's do some good over here. Although I am interested in post WeWork collapse USA. So we still got this California teasers. We got for like was it like a year ago? So we posted like last year if I remember correctly.
Ready.
Around last year. From some vague notion of a year that was last. Who knows? But yeah, things exactly these are the good ones here in the good old US today. Shit is pretty fucking bad. Fucking bad. Got paralysis. Might as well read the events over here, since probably won't be touching the US for a long while. Unfortunately, another set of reports from the economic situation president to President Death is unlikely to continue to spread anyone who is part of the administration. Unemployment still remains about 25% since last year. The stock market crashed 7 years ago. The impact of the common investment in banks took the agriculture sector with it. Even before the environment twisted the knife until the farmer still working and then came back the next bank. This bank runs in 1934. Luxury commodities were too, the manufacturing in general, and resource extraction with that. Now, the bank construction cannot find any money in the city state budgets dealing with tax shortfalls to build anything. People aren't working, people aren't buying either. Most now things in the document are justifications to smooth the bad news. Certainly, Andrew Miller, Thomas Secretary, distributed the presidency over a period of renewed prosperity. Why would it be the fault of him always presidency if he was chosen to beyond their means to have loans to invest in stocks? Rates were down towards the business cycle came due, showed the cost of their incompetence. Admittedly, the consequences have been severe, but in a sense, perhaps the American standard of living is returning where it should be. So what's next on the itinerary? Who knows? Certainly not apathy. Which is basically what Miller is doing. Apathetic shit. Yeah, sort of. Be around. Too loud. Oh yeah, the hip will work. Today comes votes New Year, 557 for 1, for 1 against, 3 abstain. Favor President Mellon's proposition to deploy the National Guard to call the White House hippopotamus. Arrived in Louisiana. Both tabled but the United States over 25 years ago, thanks to reported by Senior Scout Frederick R. Burnham. who sold the conquerors the frontier and idea of ranching for Lake Bacon. It was an idea that has just three major flaws. The first, hippopotamus have partly high birth weight. The second, they have no natural predators. And third, they are 3,350 pounds. High territorial and easily provoked hippopotamuses. There are well over 250 hippos in Louisiana, and they have decimated local uses and wildlife communities. Period tips have been insufficient since the campaign to kill White Charlie, the exceptionally large albino bull. The bull is so popular in Louisiana Senator Huey Long. Oh, yeah. Put a low over here. No. For the only reason the devs did that is just because they didn't want to they didn't want to put Huey Long in the mod. That's literally the only reason why Huey Long was killed by hippos. You know, the project showing the terrible impact of the beast made that the Congress is so keen to take action. It's hoped that the hippo will prevent further tragedies from occurring in the future in the United States. Look, boys. Good luck. Wow. We gotta build our shit up.
Ready. Ready, sir.
I think they still use like the base game portraits.
Yes, sir.
From what I've seen, the base game portraits. Well, that's gonna get any differences there now too. That's why too. In this case, I might do like a little preview of it. I'm not gonna do like a full LP of it. Just not really much for America over there. The much stuff over here is around towards the Eurasia region. Oh yeah, France over there. I might redo the France playthrough actually because it's gonna be like some. The foreign policy treat's gonna be different over here, so I am interested to mess around France over here. It would be nice to do an LP France because I haven't done that since what was it, the Amprim playthrough back when that was still a thing. Yeah, I think that was when I think it was like the last playthrough France I ever did was the Amprim path, and I did that because I wanted to show it out before I got removed. A little bit of legacy stuff, you never know. Right. The Dust Bowl. The whole country's heart, the cause of so much eternal migration for work. We know the story now of a cultivation of the land of the American whole are vulnerable to soil erosion and depletion, with that about drought at the beginning of our present crisis. Anything when here at once, so much land are effectively unfit for farming, and to make man more strong winds with clouds of topsoil, the whole fog black blizzards, dust storms. It's all been a widespread flood of dispossessed farmers, so they powered the country to the United States, especially California. But according to knowledge, said no safe haven really has the resources in the house to take care of these people. Now when their issues are concerned themselves, they have to go out. If arriving is too proud to work for what's available. Points were posed after the country experienced a Black Sunday dust storm last year. The situation improved, with the damage remaining severe in parts of Oklahoma, Nebraska, Colorado, Kansas, Texas, and New Mexico. The answer is a resounding no. Managing the impact on food production, the affluent population of the region has begun to blight our economy since. Things like how our summer to fresh food, we would pick up these pieces from failing farmers in the future. It'll last forever. Moving on. Indeed. Let's get them railway guns. That's what we'll be doing. We're gonna get all the railways. There was the pen. We shall see who will be. But that's the post. Let's see. As a summon easy provoke the farm join the arms and look at agricultural military training, he see eventually the war federation then ruin as possible. How crazy. So open the fading sun. Liberation on front. But should we revolt? I have to see how this is gonna be reworked. I mean, at the time we record this over here, they're doing that playtesting. this forward too, though. So I'm hoping. I hope that they fucking. Hoping that we can play some fucking do this forward. Two shit whenever that comes out over there. I'm very, very excited for it.
Ready.
Family Santa Rosia. Lots of prayers to them all. The nation's falling apart. No intelligence reporting the city grasp that America is facing insipid instability as a result of the economic situation. One related news is see that communist accelerationists and rural militancy are driving major political parties in this year's coming election. That between labor organizations and private security have periodically flared up over the past years, not to mention difference between different party supporters, paramilitaries perhaps. Picture of various federal intelligence agencies are giving out comfortable muddled, leaving much of the information to be sourced from the press. There is a risk that public discontent with our government could born attempt to revolt against us in the public itself. If we knew. If what we knew is correct. Paycom 2 Skywalker was some of the notorious criminals that appeared, bank robbers, bootleggers, murderers, and apprehended by Bureau of Investigation. There still remains others. If no electricity now, the sun disappeared, a quasi-celebrity bank robber John Dillinger after a run over the BOI and years ago provided an unsatisfactory end to that public odyssey. Needs to say it's likely that the structural federal law enforcement needs some streamlining in the future, given these things how one more the U.S. government should turn to innovate private security companies such as Pinkertons to restore some cases. Fucking. Fun fact over here, like just a day ago, Pinkerton's group over here. Time of recording this over here is like a day ago, so I should tell you when this is gonna come out. Like a day or two ago. The company Wizard of the Coast, trick card gaming company, if I remember correctly, they trade in some meet some favors and sent some Pinkerton agents to some guy's house. Because he got cards early. And apparently that was enough to warrant hiring basically a bunch of thugs to send over to his house. Yeah. Because the Pinkertons are not good people. No matter how much they try to claim that they are. Oh shit. Like they are known for their strike busting. That's like a very prominent thing that they do, so keep that in mind. Also, Red Dead Redemption 2 or something, I think that's definitely is a thing. Yeah, we're building guns. It'll take a while. Long as a while. Yes, come, comrades. Come got the gobbles. As I said before. Well, that's kind of low here. I would like to do the Radic and Gabbles little thing over there. At some point, I don't know when I'm gonna do it. I think I've said that's most likely still gonna be true. I'm just leaving it open over here just in case, but probably gonna do it whenever Burn Memories comes out over there. Just really have something a little bit different. As I said before, I'm gonna be doing Spain first and then France, so I can film myself a little bit more. Anyway, Email Instance, the long-awaited English language version of a mail instance, original French title, Email Instance. The French-made so-called baguette website finally reached the U.S. Fast-paced action, sexual themes, disturbing of the violence made the genre quite popular when the public, despite public outcry of both moral guides and political left, calling for their banning. The movie is departure source of the genre is the classical Western saying featured in the future. Laws wasting down about futuristic cowboys riding automobiles and steal horses, but the change is saying that's the audience to see more coming. Shit, I love the movie. Sounds like a cool movie. I'd watch it. Would you watch it? Comment down below if you watch it. I see. Oh, my favorite. One of my favorites over here. I hope that my mates over there, because that's just fucking funny. Will we still carry? Mr. Pan, the Secretary of Treasury has received an industrial report recommission over the past 7 years. Industrial capacity nationwide contracted 50%, rising as high as 80% in eastern Ohio and northern Illinois. So it is no longer classified as simple depression. This is a goddamn fall of Rome. Someone need to act immediately. Something must be done to rescue these areas economically. These high-skilled, productive, high-paying jobs can't be replaced by agricultural work, especially with the situation in the interior. Part of the country are going to have to stay in the rest 50 years if we don't step in. Please, sir, just do something. I hear you, but we cannot risk more by reckless intervention. Oh, yes. Can't risk any more for la cross intervention. Jesus Christ, I cannot speak. Put Civil War. Parliament. So we got that over here. I think the socials went over there beforehand. Because I said before, I want to do Persian. I did the APOC before, but I kind of want to. Hopefully in 242 that gets all the localization over here because this is nothing. And I also would like to. I might redo the Israel one now though. Say we do. I might do Stern again over there because of the whole changes that we made in the Middle East over there. And I want to see if that's changed anything with the Israel. I know that Jabinski is the head. Has the revolver instead of Stern. Now we'll like to do the Einstein path as well. There's some Kumar for the second, and the fucking Mihai the first. She's to fall through. Little bit firm hand. Pretty believe with the hope of opening more trade with the Commonwealth have been dashed out for like a try, and of course at the end our plans fall apart quickly due to opposition. Public culture that fueled their efforts, the fear of British manufacturing and resource extraction competing with already strained American companies prove protection but still alive and well. Said progressive with Robert denunciation on behalf of urban workers, while the American Party was equally voracious about the political impact of American farmers. Tender questions of some deliberation issued unanimous condemnation on the basis of us allegedly having all American needs to prosper in our own hemisphere, and then of course putting Mellon's own connection to the local corporation, especially given how it would benefit from plant trade with Canada, was scrutinized by the press in some capacity by their party. They were looking to act on the capital of Britain from the Commonwealth also being protected of its market and still going to worry about foreign influence and stripping away on imperial loyalty. Offers will rapidly rebuilt. Furthermore, as more governments have fallen to extremism in the past years, in the case of India, imploded entirely. Yeah, don't remember when it imploded though. So, desired to avoid it relying too much on foreign trade going stronger than ever. It seems the total effect of our initiative and mostly didn't be excellent. They're now actually mad. I got in mind the fucking the TNO like beta things, little job descriptions they have over there. Social Security makes me mad. I don't know, I just find that shit to be funny, like those little joke descriptions before that she released over there. I wish we should get some more of that over there. Put them out like little joke descriptions. I know that Spain got some right now over there. I just really think that's funny. Psychology. Some logistics. Blood on the streets. This morning, gruesome discovery shot from Michigan author and Noel Clan associated Ernest Sierra Cox was found dead at a hotel where he was staying during the late book tour. Another time, I brought me to his room during the night, visually saw him with a baseball bat, fucking injuries on his head. So severe that positive body that was going to be achieved with body measurements. Moreover, I didn't take his unclean and mysterious discovery by a maid with Vance Corpton more than nights and laid him Mickey Black Mike Cochran baseball card. When asked by any possible leader of the hotel, I'm guessing he was probably one of those damn knuckles who were hanging around. Christ, people. Remember, people, this is 1936. People were not exactly, great to each other. That's timeline. That's just, I think people are a lot worse in this timeline than our timeline. Because, like, we got all sorts of fuck up people that can come into here and just utterly devastate. I know it's worse or not though, but it's definitely up there. Definitely up there. Indeed, Cox was deeply involved in Marcus Garvey and the Black Star line and said in the media between him and the Klan. Garvey himself was calling him a good friend, claiming that the white man done one for the Negro should not be forgotten. A buck for him. Oh yeah, because if I remember correctly, Garvey over here. I think he's gonna be. If remember correctly, he's gonna be starting. He's gonna start off as the leader, and I don't know if that means that he could take, I don't know, like Firestone or the Pan Africans could take over as well. At him though, because I know he starts as the leader, but I don't know if that's like, you know, that's his only thing or not. You know, but yeah, Garvey declined to transfer Africans to Liberia. In this timeline over there. I think there still is a large number of blacks. I think there is. I don't know. I might be fucking. I misremember shit though. I haven't done much in the U.S. in a long ass time, so my memory of anything Jewish related Red Flood over here is very much Police check the point owned by baseball star Mickey Cochran, giving his loose associated with the murder and a cocktail surprise. Putting routine interrogation spotted at Kowal City. At 8 a.m. local time, 2 police officers arrived as teacher knocked on the door. They answered by gunfire from inside the house. Inaccurate factor, but nonetheless surprising. Task force to stand up. And in 4 hours, I have a backup. Sugar did apprehend relief. Turned to be an eye to Mickey Cochran and made appears to be meant to break down and cover news bruises. He's now in a police custody. I have a mission to take home events seriously, indeed. What the fuck's going on out there? People whacked him. Anyway, the police cut the inmate to received medical help from when he considered actual chain of events. Some mysterious black-clad men were kidnapped him when he was going back to the bar, torturing and driving bound from place to place before forcing another threat to him and his loved ones. A blowing of ranch they have with a baseball bat. While description indeed fits the crime scene according to psychologists during the interrogation, ghost advocate was just filming the machine by like I break. But what is horrible things to the human mind? Yes, sports. Just like video games, doing horrible, also bad things because apparently that's the one thing over here. It's not movies, books, TV shows, plays, theater, and I know that those games. It's the games. It's always the fuck. Anyways, I'm not gonna get into a rant about that. President was still unusually sharp for his age, given everything described him. That's why Vice President Wookie was still holding out some holy reason. You say the problem facing America was probably too little too late and moving to the other side of something truly. This was not Wendell Wookie's mind he was staying in the Oval Office, though good lord, you would think that after 3 years he'd gotten used to the seagrass color that Taft put in. Still almost debilitating to stand in the middle of it. Of course, Andrew Miller didn't see the reflection of his discomfort. He thought he was able to watch him. Not Chalet or something, or he's working out before when he was asked the chat. No time like the president. Bro, what our course of action from here on, Mr. President? Movement in the party too. He was carefully trying to frame the issue in a way the old man moved it ahead. To cut the socialists by at least stepping up relief for the productive businesses that are snidely. The economy will help in jobs creators. That's the best approach. That sort of thing. Immediately after all this time, the former corporate was still felt on how the best approach was. However, get a failed pictures to prove it and thought bitterly. The preparing pause. The octogenarian slowly set his pen down and grasped his hands together. Shit. The cycle, the business cycle, on its own, hasn't yet run its course. Silence, the president continued firm as usual, even if the arrived time had done. They'll work on his voice. But what we're presiding over is the liquidation of the less competent enterprises from the national economy. That's what part of the cycle. When the riders finally purge out the system, then a better, more agile class of entrepreneur will pick up the pieces. Wilco is burlesque, and he's already thinking back to the college and get over his service to drink with someone out there later for a midtime. Something about thinking about the future party. You understand, don't you? Prisoner working on a pop show, and that's for Gary Arthur to get his name. I need to go. I'm finna get a migraine. Indeed. With that over here, I'm going to end the first part over here. So next time will be the elections. Election time, boy. It's going to be a fucking great time, and we're going to have a great day. Bring up Technocracy 2.0. Or 3.0 whenever America gets up there, because I feel like this might be the last time I touch, at least in Barefoot, it'll be the last time I touch America. Unless I decide to do Technocracy yet again, or like the collapse thing. Sure. Or do like a little thing involving America, see if there's like anything different when the 2 comes out. We'll see. Until then, I'll see you guys later.